Math 7, lesson 7.4, find a percent of a number. When we find a percent of a number, that's actually one of the most common things that we can calculate using percents. We use it all the time. We use it for tax and tip and buying things. It's actually pretty common to use finding a percent of a number. We're going to look at a couple of different ways of finding a percent of a number, and we're going to start by taking a look at this equation. What is 80% of 240? And one of the things that we know about math and the word of is quite often the word of in math means times or multiply. And it certainly does in this case. So keep that in mind, and it will help you know how to do these problems. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to find the percent formula. We're going to use the percent formula. So that is taking our rate, which is our percent, and multiplying it by the base. The base is the number that we're trying to, that it's out of. So in this case, it's 240, and that is called our whole. And then that is going to equal the percentage, or the number that we're trying to find. This one is the part of the whole that we're trying to find. So in our equation, we would use 80% of 240 is the percentage that we're trying to find. We're going to turn our 80% into a decimal. Multiply that by 240, and that is going to be 192. So in answering our question, 80% of 240 is 192. So let's take a look at a different way to do it, and that is the percent proportion. We're going to take our, this is using a part to a whole. So what that means is we're going to take our percentage over our base, and that's going to give us the percent over 100. So that's what this looks like. This is what this looks like in that same problem. So the percentage is what we're trying to find. Our base is the number that we started with, so that's 240. The percentage is 80. It's 80%. And it's 80 over 100. So now we're going to cross multiply. So we get 100 P equals 19,200. We divide both sides by 100. And we get P equals 192. Same as we got there. Just a different way to do it. Okay, let's take a look at a few more of these. Use a percent formula to find a percentage. So 40% of 25, of means times, 40% of 25 equals the percentage, the number we're trying to find. Turn this into a decimal, multiply it by 25, and that's going to give us P. We multiply those together, it's 10. P equals 10. And we're going to use the percent portion to find this percentage. So it's P over the base, which is 260, and that is our percent over 100. Cross multiply, and we get 100 P equals 2080. Divide both sides by 100, and we get P equals 20.8. We'll take a look at some more examples. We are going to start by writing each percent as a decimal and then use the percent formula to find each percent. So we're going to write the 70% as a decimal, and that is going to be 0.7 of means times 450, and that is 315. So 70% of 450 is 315. Number 2, we're going to turn our 12.4% into a decimal, so that means we're moving this over 2 decimal places. So it's 0.124, put our 0 in front there. Of means times 50 equals 6 2/10. Number 3, we're going to write each percent as a fraction and then use the percent formula to find each percent. So 135% written as a fraction is 135 over 100. Of means times 800. Put that over 1. I'm going to cross reduce here, and that's going to be an 8 and a 1. So now I'm doing 135 times 8. We'll write it out here, 135 times 8, and that equals 1,080. Number 4, 12 over 100, of means times 50 over 1. Again, cross reduce. Multiply straight across, and you're going to get 12 over 2, which equals 6. Number 5 is we're going to use the percent proportion to find each percent. So the percent proportion would be P over 130, and we're setting it up as a proportion, so it's equal to 18% over 100. So we're going to multiply those two together and those two together, so we get 100p equals 2,340. Divide both sides by 100, and p equals 23.4. This one, 5 1/3%, we're going to have to do something with that because it's a fraction in a percent. So let's turn that into an improper fraction. So that would be 16 over 3. And we'll set up our proportion, which is P over 45 equals our percent, which is 16 over 3 over 100. I'm going to multiply those together and those together, so we get 100p equals 45 over 1 times 16 over 3. Cross reduce, and you get 15. So we get 100p equals 240. Divide both sides by 100, and p equals 2.4. Okay, let's take a look at a word problem. Number 7, Lake Superior is 350 miles in length. Avery kayaked 35% of the distance. How many miles did Avery travel in the kayak? So we're going to start by figuring out what we're trying to find out is 35% of 350. So 35% of 350. So we're going to turn this into a decimal. Multiply those two, and we get 122.5 miles.